millennial homesteading. So a lot of people here in America have been economically stimulated. So there's some good things that can go on with that. You can choose to pay off debt. It's a really good choice. You can build up your supplies if you have any, or that you want to get set up with. You can also get some equipment that you may have had to wait on because funds weren't exactly as fluid as you'd want them to be. So I did 2 of those. I paid off some of my debt, and I also got some equipment. So I'm going to do an unboxing of a grain mill today, and we'll see, just see exactly how it came. So I'm going to have to do some one-handed shooting though, so bear with me on that. So let's get into this and see what we got here. Okay, so this is the box that I ordered from Pleasant Hill Grains, and it does say please handle with care, do not drop, because inside this is a grain mill. So I'm going to come over here, and if I can do this one-handed, cut open the box here. There's more tape there. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. And then one more time down. Maybe. I need to sharpen this knife, apparently. Yeah, there's a video about that, isn't there? I should probably go read that. And we will, there we go. So I got the box open. And I'll put the packing slip to the side. And there is a lot of air pocket thingies in here. So let's dig all these out. And there's another box in here. So we'll go ahead and dig this out, and we will come right back once we get it all taken out of the box. So this is the box that we've got here. And it is a KoMo Mio. And so it came all the way from Nebraska. In a surprisingly quick amount of time. FedEx is pretty quick with this one. And it took them about 2 days. So we got more that we've got to cut open here. Maybe my one-handed skills will have improved since the last shot, but that's not likely. Yep, I definitely need to sharpen this blade. I'll come back once I get this thing open. Okay, so the box is now opened. Hopefully that's the last that I've got to cut open. Anyway, so we have our user's manual, and we'll be sure and read all of this before we do anything with it, because I do not want to break it. And I believe, just from the looks of it, this is probably a pamphlet. KoMo is a pretty good brand. I think they're made in Austria. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Austria, looks like. Excellent. So, you know, the German engineering stuff's pretty good, and everyone talks about Volkswagens and all that good stuff. So, here we go. We have our lid here. Nice material, like a plastic material. I think it's actually made from, what's it called? Like wood fibers. But inside the box here, we have the rest of the unit. And I'll come back once we get it pulled from the box. Alrighty, so now we have it removed from the package. And this is the unit sitting here on the table. It's about, looks like about a foot. I'm not sure about the height of it. We did order the one with the white trim, so I'm not sure what happened, why we got the one with the red trim, but it's going to serve the purpose fine regardless. Personally, my favorite color is red anyway, so that's fine for me. So we're going to go ahead and get her opened up, read the manual, of course, and show it in action. You know, get some flour ground in this thing. And remember how in my video, which you can probably see up here, about bread making, is the whole point of making your own bread is that it's cheaper and more cost effective than going and buying it, and more nutritious. Well, this is just going to up the nutrition factor and lower the cost. So this is going to be a great investment in the long run. So I'll bring y'all back as soon as I get her hooked up and the manual thoroughly read and everything's ready to go. Where is that wheat? Where's the wheat? I know I've got it in here somewhere. Oh, come on, where is it? Oh, there. There. Oh, come on. Come on. Ah, there it is. Excellent. Okay, so we're back. I've got my wheat here, and we're going to grind up some bread flour for later. And this is the first time that I'm actually going to be firing this thing up. So the manual says that to adjust the coarseness or fineness of the grind, you'll basically be, which I don't have a very, this thing moves too much, but you turn the bowl, and this black dot here is kind of your indicator as to how coarse or fine you're going to be going. So obviously the more to the right, the coarser, the more to the left, the finer. So I know it's going to be a little on the loud side, but let's get some flour ground up here. And these are wheat berries, just like you would get if you ordered like a big bulk barrel or bucket of wheat. So this is the raw material before you actually get the flour. And it has the full germ intact, so it's got much more nutrition than your typical bag of flour at like Walmart or something. So let's put a little bit in here. That looks good. And like I said, this is the first time I'm starting this up, so this will be very interesting. Contact. Well, that's very interesting. I've seen videos of grain mills used before, and this is the first time I'm using it. So there's the flour there, and I'm actually quite happy with it. It's a little coarse for bread flour, so I'll run it through again. But yeah, the KoMo Mio, just from my initial seeing it, it looks like it'll be a really good machine going forward, and I'm pretty excited about using it for baking bread. And I would like to actually see if I can get some cake flour out of it. So let's set this to the finest setting that it's got. Let's see what this does. So put this back in to remill it, and let's send it through. Oh, man, too much friction, wouldn't go. Okay. There we go. Very fine flour. So I'm very interested to see how this will turn out. And yeah, so like I said, with your stimulus money that you're going to get, if you're eligible, of course, disclaimer here, whatever, you can use it for frivolous things, or you can use it for things that matter. And obviously, pay your bills first. That's a no-brainer there. But consider investing in equipment that may help make your life a little easier, or help you save money in the long run. A grain mill isn't exactly a cheap piece of equipment, but you think about how much you spend on, if you bake bread every week, think about how much you'll end up spending on flour every year, and it starts to really add up. And for this, about 3/4 pound, I paid not even $2 at the local Amish market for wheat berries. And not to mention, if you can grow your own wheat, then you're just even more, self-sufficient in that regard. So thank you for watching. Hope that this has maybe inspired you a little bit to look into a grain mill for home baking, and or just getting other equipment that you probably couldn't afford without a little extra bump from someone coming in. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. I also wanted to give a little update on the whole seed starting situation. As you can see, there's still quite a bit going on over here under the grow light. The asparagus that I planted is doing really good. This is the Italian large leaf basil that we planted a few weeks ago when we did the One Man's Trash is Another Man's Garden video. And you can see it doesn't care that it's in a sour cream tub. It does not care at all. We've got some more tomatoes started because unfortunately the tomatoes that I had that were looking so good, when I transplanted them, I foolishly thought that adding fertilizer, even though it was organic fertilizer, I thought that adding a pinch of fertilizer in the pot before I put the plant down would be helpful. And, well, I think we're down to about half of what we had before. So luckily I've got some more seeds going down already. And so we've got, we should have a good tomato harvest, but it might be a little later than I was hoping for. So if anyone has any like hints or suggestions or anything like that to do with the tomatoes, please let me know, because I would hate to lose all of them. But you know, if it is what it is, then so be it. One thing to note for everyone that is doing tomatoes this year, this stuff here, borage, it's apparently a pretty good seed to plant alongside your tomatoes and a couple other crops as well. Strawberries and squash, according to this thing. I heard about the strawberries. I never heard about the squash. Never really heard about the strawberry aspect of it. But anyway, apparently it will attract beneficial insects and deter the not so beneficial ones. So that's always good. And intercropping is something that I really want to experiment with this year. So yeah, full disclosure, I'm not an expert gardener by any means. And we kind of lost a good chunk of our tomatoes. But our peppers are doing good. We got our Anaheims. We got a couple of poblanos down through here. We got our Anko. We got our jalapenos right here. And we've even got some eggplant going. And our pink plume celery is doing really good back there as well. And our zucchinis, they're coming up too. So this is really fascinating, really fun stuff. This guy's got a hat for some reason. Go ahead and help him out. But anyway, just wanted to make sure that nobody thought that I had forgotten about the plants just because I hadn't been making any videos. And yeah, so like I said earlier, thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.